Hey, how's everyone doing? So I wanted to share something with you, and it has to do with Acura vehicles in general. And this is important if you guys are looking to buy an Acura, specifically the new ones. And it could be, a TLX, MDX, RDX, or the Integra. So if you guys are in the market for one of these vehicles, I need to share this with you because it will give you a little insight of what you can expect and maybe prevent you from making a mistake. So let me go ahead and share some information that just came out. I think it'll really help you guys. So if you guys are in the market for a new vehicle, specifically a Acura product, you probably want to know how it stacks up against the competition. Since it's a big purchase, these new vehicles are really expensive. You want to get all the information you can before you actually pull the trigger on it. So this is kind of interesting here, and this just came out a couple days ago, so I wanted to share it with you guys. And of course, it depends on what you're looking for in a car. So if you're just looking for a point A to point B car and nothing else really matters, then it won't pertain too much. But if you want to get the best bang for the buck, this might help you guys out. So you all know that Consumer Reports comes out and it tests vehicles and kind of ranks them, right? So you can kind of take this for what it is. But it does offer some good insight on these vehicles that could help you guys out. So Consumer Reports just ranked Acura the very bottom of the list as far as customer comfort goes. So all the vehicles they tested, Acura is dead last on that. And I'll explain exactly what that entails. So the main thing this is about is the seat comfort and the ride comfort is what this is talking about. And they tested the new MDX, the TLX that just got discontinued, the RDX that's just been discontinued as well, and the new Acura Integra. Now, after doing all their tests, they all scored in the very bottom as far as seat comfort goes. Now, a lot of this is due to the stiffer suspension that Acura tends to go with, and kind of Honda does as well, but I have found personally, because I own a couple Acuras, that they do tend to ride a little stiffer. So like I mentioned earlier, it all depends what you guys are looking for. So if you're looking for a vehicle that's just a cruiser and super smooth and comfortable, it might not give you that because they are a little on the stiff side. In fact, I find myself using the comfort mode on my TLX just because it gets pretty stiff in normal mode driving it all the time. So I do find there's some truth to this. Like I said, if you're commuting a lot in it, then it might not be the best vehicle because it is stiff. And I don't commute much in mine at all. And my lower back starts to feel it a little bit just because it's really stiff. Over bumps, you can feel everything. Now, if you want to go on the other side of it, and how does it handle? Handles superb, being a stiffer suspension like that. That's what you kind of give up by being stiffer suspension. But I like it because I'm more of a spirited driver, so I like the handling characteristics of it, the less body roll, nose dive, all that kind of stuff. It just feels a lot more planted. But again, if you're looking for a vehicle that's just more comfortable cruising around, you might want to go to a different brand since Acura is the lowest as far as seat comfort and all the other automakers out there. So just something to think about. Again, it always goes in how you want to use your vehicle. Like for me, it wasn't a deterrent. I knew they were stiffer. I test drove them and it did have that stiffer feel. But again, it gives me more of that sporty driving characteristic that I like. But again, if you don't like that and you want a smoother ride, even in comfort mode, it's a little on the stiff side compared to other vehicles I've driven in. So again, if you guys are in the market for a new Acura, I would definitely do some extensive research on it. Do multiple test drives. Don't just go where the dealer wants you to go on the drive. Take it some back roads, over some bumps. Give yourself a good mixed driving so you're not just driving on smooth pavement so it seems perfect. And you go where you normally drive and it's super rough. So I wanted to share this with you guys. So hopefully it'll save you some headaches when you're in the market for it. So it's just something else to think about. So definitely do an extensive test drive over different road conditions to give you guys an idea what it will actually be like to live with. So hopefully that'll help you out. If you have any questions, comments, leave them below. I'll get right back to you. I appreciate it as always. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks again, everybody.